welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing super duper well. For today's video, we are in the world of Brindleton Bay, and we are going to be building a coastal bed and breakfast. I am very excited about this build. This is something I've been thinking about doing for a little while, but anyways, let's get on with the build. All right, so we are going to jump right into the build. So as I hopefully said in my intro, we are building a coastal bed and breakfast. I was like messing around with the business and hobbies kit, and I looked in the settings for like different small businesses, and I saw that you could have customers like sleep, bathe, and like other stuff, and I was like, oh, you could build a bed and breakfast. So I think this is quite a large build. So we're probably gonna have maybe 2, maybe 3 parts. It's gonna depend. But for today's video, we are going to be focusing on the main house. I also want to build like a pool house with like a viewing deck over here. Over here, I want to build some horse stables and stuff because I think that it would be really nice if maybe they do like scenic horseback riding on the beach. Like, I want this to be, it's a bed and breakfast, but I want there to be lots of activities, but it's going to be a really nice place to just sit and relax and enjoy the sunshine. And yeah, I want there to be plenty of little activities that you can do. But anyways, we're going to be focusing on the main house for today. I went ahead and placed down this brick. This is going to be the brick that we use for all of our walkways because I want there to be like walkways all over the place. It's quite a big lot. There's going to be like gardens over here, but I wanted to try and keep the house in the center-ish of the lot. So I put down this brick so I know exactly where I want to build this house. I went ahead and I planned this out, so I already have like a layout and a reference picture in front of me. So I'm gonna be like counting and whatnot. So in case you're like confused of like why is she like counting like a crazy person, that's why. I'm looking at a reference picture and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this. So obviously for a bed and breakfast, I want it to be lots of outdoor activities. So we need a big, beautiful porch. I'm pulling out my reference picture right now. I had the wrong one up. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna have a porch. How far back does this go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is gonna be our entryway. And then it goes out to, and then it goes out to a deck. And then 2 across for the window, and then we'll go like this. Okay, yeah, I want a big, beautiful wraparound porch. And we're gonna put some like rocking chairs and stuff. All right, oh goodness. There's a ladybug inside of my apartment, and Nugget, my cat, just noticed it. All right, we might have to pause here so I can catch the ladybug and spare it from a awful, painful death. Hold on, guys. All right, rescue mission was successful. Whew, that was close, you guys. The ladybug is safe. Don't worry, we got it. So 2, 3, 4, 5. This room is gonna go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like this, and then go across like this. So I think that this is going to be, oh, she's hungry. I think this is going to be like our formal dining room or maybe like a library. I have a vague idea of what I want these rooms to be, but I don't know. I'm kind of open. Well, we're gonna see how far we get with this video. Yeah, if you guys have an idea of what you think the room should be, I'm totally up for suggestions, because I can always come back and change it later. Okay, so this is going to be another room, but this is going to be our like entryway. And I think stairs are going to be here. So hold on, 1, 2, 3 in, and then we have, yeah, this window is going to go like this. This is going to be our little sitting / reading room, I think. Yeah, I have just a very vague idea of what I want these rooms to be, and so I am open to suggestions, but there is going to be a nice fireplace in this room. So I am going to put in a little space for us to put a chimney, so I don't forget. And then over here is going to be a office for our bed and breakfast owner. I want to call it an innkeeper, but it's not an inn, it's a bed and breakfast, so I don't know if there's a different word for that. But I'm gonna have the staircase swoop in like that, and we'll put the staircase in so I don't forget really quick. This is just a temporary one. We'll probably change the swatch later, but I do want it to be a very strong coastal vibe. I do have a couple little referencey pictures for like the aesthetic and stuff of what I'm going for this build. If I find them again, I will flap them up on the screen. So if there's pictures on the screen, you can look at them. But yeah, very strong, like I want very like light colors, pastel, like blues and greens, and very nautical, very strong nautical vibes. You understand what I'm trying to say, hopefully. Okay, so we have a little hallway here, because I want to have sort of a, I'm trying to find my words, I'm sorry. All right, I did something wrong, did I? No, okay, this is the balcony. Right, all right, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I got confused with my blueprint there for a second. Yeah, there's gonna be a very big kitchen because obviously if you're cooking for a bunch of guests, you need lots of space. This is going to be a breakfast room, I think. But it's a very big, large kitchen. So I am gonna have like a island. So maybe they do self-serve breakfast, so they just put all the food on the island and then you can go in here and go in like the breakfast room and eat, but it's like a help yourself breakfast. Outside by our pool house that we're gonna be building like over there, I want to put in like a covered deck, or like if maybe they do like once a week or so, like a really nice formal eating experience outside. Eating experience, ooh, that sounds so fancy. So that was just an idea I had, but again, yeah, I'm open to suggestions. All right, and then back here is going to be a deck, and it's going to be a 2-story deck. So I think I went out 3. 3 sounds good. This is like a little covered lip, because the build looks a little bit boxy, so I wanted to add some different textures and stuff. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. But yeah, that is our ground floor done. So next we will go upstairs and do this floor here. So I guess we'll start back here. I'm just copying and pasting the same size for our upstairs deck, because I wanted to have lots of outdoor space because we're right by the ocean, and I just think it'd be so beautiful for our guests to be able to sit up here and just look out and look at the lighthouse in the background, watch some like dolphins and whales and stuff. It's a vibe. I think that would be so beautiful. Okay, so there are 4 bedrooms here, and I kind of sort of tested this to make sure it would sort of function the way that I wanted it to. I am gonna have to, of course, replay test everything to double make sure it's gonna work. But yeah, this is very experimental. But I think I am also gonna do, if this works out well and you guys like it, then I think I'm also gonna be building a cottage bed and breakfast. That was my original idea, but I decided I wanted to do something slightly different, so I went for a coastal vibe. But yeah, I definitely want to do a cottage one too, because it's a vibe. Like, I've always wanted to stay at a bed and breakfast, so maybe sometime in the future I'll be able to do that. All right, these are 2 bathrooms. These little 2-block ones are going to be like toilet rooms, just so that if you're staying with someone that you're not comfortable using the bathroom in front of them, you know, that's your business. Literally, you're in there doing your business. So maybe you don't want to share your business with the person you're sharing the room with. Okay, so this is going to be a room. It's a smaller room, but I decided that's okay because they kind of get their own private deck. So I think that evens out. You know, you get less room space, but you still get your own bathroom and you get your own private deck. So yeah, good for them. But yeah, okay, so for the next room, this is going to be their bathroom. And then their doorway is 3 wide, slightly larger room. And then it cuts across to here, and then we just fill in this corner. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okie dokie. All right, so this is where our downstairs patio is. I'm gonna go down real quick to make sure that this is the right spot. But wait. No, yes, that's correct. Okay, awesome. I was just making sure I didn't mess up the blueprint. Okay. So there is going to be I think I put a fireplace here, so I'm gonna put another little quote unquote fake chimney. And then there's gonna be a little, I think this is a closet space or a toilet. That's a toilet. Okay, and then this is gonna be the rest of the bathroom. I think each of these rooms are gonna have a bathtub just because I don't know. I'm going for kind of an older, classic, charming aesthetic. Like I want what was that thing? Coastal grandmother. It was like this aesthetic that was like very trendy a little while ago, maybe like a year or so ago. I love it. Honestly, that's kind of my vibe. I like very cozy, older, vintagey vibes. So I think that's definitely partially my aesthetic too. I aspire to dress like a little old grandma in sweaters and stuff. I don't know. I don't dress like too grandma-y, but I love like vintage fashion and stuff. And I love like old aesthetic homes too, if you didn't notice. All right, so now we're moving on to, there's gonna be like an open sitting area here, but we'll work on that later. And this is gonna be another room. And I'm gonna have to bring the fireplace up as well. Okay. I'm trying to remember. Hold on. 1, 2 up, and then it goes over. So this is going to be the entryway here. It's a slanted door, and then there's going to be a closet here. Just so that, yeah, if the guests are staying for a longer period of time, they have somewhere to put their stuff away, and that way also like the bed and breakfast owner has somewhere to store like extra sheets and stuff. Because maybe we can do like different themes for each of these rooms. Ooh, that'd be fun. Or at least different color palettes. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But that is the fun of this build. Yay, look, we closed off the build. That's exciting. I'm sorry guys, I'll light everything up in just a second, but I'm just gonna finish this off. All right, I think that's everything. So this is gonna be the bathroom for this room and all that. So I'm going to take a second and install all of our lights, and then on the inside, just so I don't forget. And then I think we're going to be doing the roof and doors for this house. All right, guys, let there be light. So I'm going to start with raising this up, because I want there to be a nice little step up. So, and then this is going to be wraparound porch. There we go. Sorry guys, I was speaking pretty well too. That's just my curse. Sorry guys, I stumble on my words quite a lot. If you haven't watched any of my videos before, I am trying to do my best, you guys, but it is what it is. Okay, so this is gonna be our wraparound porch. And I am using this cats and dogs fence quite a lot. And since I have this out, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the back, and we're gonna do this one as well. So like that. Okay, this one is staying like that for now because I want to put spandrel there. And then we're also gonna go ahead and put fencing on this upstairs deck as well. There we go, beautiful. Let's go ahead and do the spandrels too, since I thought about it. We are going to be using the matching cats and dogs one. Okay, I'm thinking for a blue and white aesthetic for the exterior. We'll look and see. We'll see how it looks. I did fiddle around with this plans and whatnot a little bit, so I kind of have an idea for what I want the build to look like. But you never know. Sometimes I'll do something in the video that I thought would look good, but then I end up doing something different. Like in the last build I did, well, a little bit ago, depending on when this video is coming out, I did the the shipping container cafe, and I originally wanted the build to be white, but then I ended up doing like this pretty like burgundy dark red color. And that was quite different than what I planned, but it worked out better. Okay, so there we go. We have all of our spandrels, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and place our columns as well. We're going to use the matching cats and dogs spandrel. Let me place these, and then I'll show you at the end how it looks. All right, so we have our spandrels, our columns, and all that done. So next up, we need our stairs. So I think we are going to use this one for now, just because I think I want to use white for the flooring out on our porch and balcony. I think this is also a rear porch. I don't know why I keep wanting to say balcony. Well, the upstairs one, I guess, is a balcony, but you guys understand what I mean. And we are, of course, going to be using the matching railing, just like that. And then I'm just going to copy and paste this one because I also want to put it over here. I think right about there. Yes, perfect. All right, and then I'm also going to be placing 2 of these guys there as well. There we go. And I'm going to click on them so they have that little detail. Nice. All right, so now we're going to go back here and we're going to do the same exact thing. So you can already see this is where I'm planning on putting our back stairs and railing. So exact same thing, just redoing it. For the upstairs, we're going to have the stairs like swoop over. That made sense only to me. I'll show you guys in a second what I mean. So we need our matching railing again. We'll place you right here. Perfect. All right, upstairs. All right, it looks like I have the stairs going from here and then down and then. So let's see if we're going to be able to do that. I'm using this stair for now. We're going to take a different stair in just a second. And then we're going to have it swoop down like that. There we go. I mean, this is kind of supposed to be like their own private porch, but I think probably just for fire safety, they have to have like a stairs and stuff. I don't know. That's just for the sake of the storytelling, I suppose. Okay, maybe we can use this one. I want something that looks wood so that it matches the stairs, and I think this will work beautifully. Ooh, I like the little like pattern it has on the side. Yes, this will work wonderfully. And we're also going to be using the same railing. Just like that. I think that works pretty good. But I want to look at other ones just in case, because I think I originally wanted to use this one. What does this look like? Maybe we'll use this one actually just instead. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I think we're going to use this one instead. I don't know why. I like the little decky screw detail. I don't know why. We are moving on. So what did I say? We're gonna do the roofing now. We're gonna swoopy around. Swoopy around. And now we are going to do our roofing. We're gonna start with our patio. So I'm going to be doing a straight one here. And we're gonna put it all the way down flat just to start off with. And I think we're gonna do flaps in just so it's not eating into that roof too much, or that room too much. And then I think we need this one, and we're gonna place it right about here and extend this out. All right, I'm gonna move you over just a little bit more. Can you cooperate, please? Okay, this one has to, I think the flaps need to go out. Is it the proper word for that, or is that so wrong to say? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because I watch so much Devin Bumpkin. I love Devin Bumpkin. He's so funny and such a talented builder, and he always says flaps, and I'm concerned that it's the joke is there. You know the joke. If you watch his channel, then obviously you should, because he's an amazing and talented builder and I love him so much. But yeah, he always says flaps on the roofs, and it cracks me up every time. This is a PG channel, so I don't make that joke, but if you know, you know. The joke is there. Okay, so we're gonna have a little triangular roof here as well, and we're gonna have this in. Yes, awesome. Hopefully this will be covered. I'm gonna switch out the edge, the roof trim. The word's right there. All right, so that's the kind of slightly off-white. I think this is the white one. So I think we're gonna use this one because yeah, it helps cover up that roof a little bit better. I want to do something different with this roof. I think I have done this before on another build. I think it was my oh goodness, this is from a while ago. I think it was a Halloween build. Oh god, what was the video called? I think it was my Halloween Victorian build. I think I did this similar roof line. I don't remember. It was forever ago, but we are using the same roof on this side, but we're doing a triangular one on this side. Okay, and then we are gonna pull the flaps out for this one. And then I think I went straight across. Hold on, I got a reference picture here. Yeah, okay. We're doing a triangular one on this, and we're gonna go all the way back. And then these guys go out like that because, okay, this is where the bathtubs and stuff are going to be, just because I thought that I just wanted to try something different, you know, add a little extra flair to the build. There's no roofing on this porch. So that's, we're just gonna leave it like that temporarily, and then this roof goes like that. And then pull it across, and we'll check and see how this looks. I think that's pretty good. We just needed a little bit of adjusting here and there, but so far that looks pretty good. I'm going to move this guy in a little bit, and then obviously adjust it so that it's going in all the way. And then the same for like these guys. So let me adjust the roof and then we'll continue. All right, so our main roofing is done. I just want to add one little extra detail. This is not going to be a functional thingy, but I wanted to add a little extra like attic space. We're not actually going to build the attic, but I just want to have this window here. Honestly, it's just for the vibes. So I'm going to bring those flaps in too and make sure I copy and paste over our trim. And I think that looks pretty good. Actually, no, I'm going to bring this in. And I think I'm actually gonna do the opposite for this one. It looks a little weird. Does that look all right? I think that looks pretty good. For the color of the roofing, I think I'm gonna stick to the same texture, but I think I want a little bit more of a different color, because I think that this like slightly redder tone looks nice with our blue that we're gonna use. We're gonna go to siding, and I think I want to use the cats and dogs one. We are using a lot of stuff from cats and dogs in here on this build just because it fits that coastal aesthetic. I think I want to use this blue shade. Yeah, we're gonna stick with this guy, and then is that the matching one or is this the matching one? I'm like struggling to see. We're gonna go like this. Yeah, I want to use this color. And then for up here, I think I actually want to use white for like these little roof areas, just for a little extra like not drama, we're not being dramatic technically, just detail. There we go, little extra detail. So like these little sticky outy bits I think are going to be white. I just wanted to try something different, you know? So I think I'm going to do all the painting and stuff on the build, and then we will look and see how it looks. All right, so I got all of the painting and stuff done. Yeah, we're gonna roll with the dark blue for now. For this, we obviously gonna need a chimney. I think I'm gonna use the cats and dogs one. So let's go like this, and then I think this brick will work nicely with our red roof. And I do think there is a matching brick, so this should be an easy little fix. All right, hold on. I think maybe this one will work. Maybe. Okay, that we're getting closer. Why can't they just have a matching brick, you guys? Ugh, the Sims. They just like to torture us sometimes. All right, here we go. This looks pretty good. I think this is a winner. Next up, I think we need to pick out our bottom thing. I think I'm just gonna do this one, and then we still have to do that roof. I temporarily forgot, but I remembered. So if you're like, Lexi, you forgot the roof, I did. I temporarily forgot it. I promise we're gonna do it in just a second. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one for the lattice for our patios. I keep forgetting that word. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go around and do this, and then we're gonna do that roof. And then we will do our windows and doors. All right, for this roof, we are going to be using fencing, and we're going to use this one. It's the Smooth Keeper. It's a little trick for you guys. If you don't know, I can show you this tool. Thank you. So I'm going to go box this in. Just like this. I think that's the right shade of white. I swear sometimes I'm colorblind. Yes. And then I'm just honestly just gonna go, oh, actually, no, hold on. I think I want to line it up with, like this. Or do I want to go? Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and go for completely across. And then to open this up, you just use the delete tool and just go like this. Yeah, I think we'll stick to this. I think that looks pretty cute. Okie dokie. So that is all good and done. What did I say we're gonna work on next? Oh, doors and windows. Doors and windows. Yes. Okie dokie. So we're gonna go back towards the front. We're gonna paint that right now. We're gonna paint that chimney right now. I think I'm just gonna try and find a brick that will match. We could do that. All right, we're gonna do our doors and windows first. And yes, you guessed correctly. We're using the cats and dogs ones. Coastal vibes, baby. Coastal vibes all the way. All right, so I'm gonna click on our windows. We'll do windows first. And for the windows, I want to use this one on that top window here. And I'm gonna be using two swatches. I'm gonna be using this one and the white one. So I'm zooming in because on these white parts, I want to have it be more blue. Actually, that's the wrong color. Oopsie daisies. This one. So yeah, where there's white, I want it to be more blue. That makes sense, maybe. I just realized I forgot a detail on this, so give me 2 seconds. I want to fix this really quick. I just want to have that little edge on there. I'm gonna lower this down a little bit. No, actually, it's gonna stay there. I'm being a little indecisive today, you guys. Okay, we are going to move on. On top of the other white bit, we're going to be using this round one. And there's a little detail that I'm going to be adding to, that's so centered, good job. There's a little detail that I'm going to be adding to these roofs, but we'll do that in just a second. Because we did, yes, it's a short height. No, this is supposed to be medium, isn't it? Yes. I forgot, you guys. Yeah, the second floor is medium too, because I want to use this height, and I think it looks better. So we're going to use this, and I think I want the more white shade for these guys though. Yes. And then for the downstairs, because this is like a living room, I want to do bigger windows, and I want to add there's no cats and dogs one, but I want to add a little bit extra details. I'm gonna put one of these. I don't want it to stick out so much. So we're gonna go like that, and I think it looks quite nice. I'm gonna go around really quick and place this on the other rooms also so I don't forget. All right, I wrapped that around the whole build, and so that's done. And now we can go back to windows and doors. All right, we're going back to this window, and we're doing this one here. That's different. I'm glad I caught that. Oh dear. There we go. I don't think can I do this, fit this one here? I think so. I'll have to look and see. I think it'll fit. Yeah, that fits fine. That's okay. I'll have to see how tall it is from the inside, but I think that height will work. Forget what window I used here. I think I used the same one. We'll put you about that height, I think. So for over here, I want to have a doorway, and I want to use, yes, the cats and dogs ones. So I'm gonna go like this so I can see the different heights, because I think for the side doorways, I want to use this one. I think it's very pretty. Or do I want to save this one for the front door? All right, let's decide which one we want for the front door first, because I think we could technically fit all of these. But this one's very pretty, but I don't think I want to. I like to copy the shape of the front door with like do the same shape for the windows and the doors. Oh my goodness, why was that so hard to say? So I think we're gonna use this one for the front door, and maybe do this one for the side doors. We'll see. So I'm just gonna place that there, and I'll go back over there and make sure it's actually centered with where I want it to be. I think that's it. Maybe I'll just go ahead and place the rest of the windows and doors off screen, just because that's going to take a little bit, and it's going to be a lot of me debating back and forth whether or not to put a window or door somewhere. So let me do that. I got all of our windows up, and I also I realized that I messed up the siding on the outside a little bit in some spots. So I hopefully got all of those and I fixed them. So hopefully I got everything. I like triple checked, but I still sometimes will miss stuff like that. But anyways, now we are going to be doing the doors for the interior. And we're going to be using the cats and dogs one in this white shade. So this is going to be like a downstairs bathroom. This I think could be like a little butler pantry or something like that, just so that they have like connection to like the formal dining room. I want to use this guy. I'm not sure what flooring and wallpapers I want to use in here yet. I haven't decided that yet. But we're going to stick with the white for right now, but that could change in the future. So let me know like what colors you think we should use for this. For this, I think this is like our little breakfast area, so I think I want to leave that open. And I'm also going to be leaving this area open as well. This can be closed off. This is going to be for employees only, I think. I actually know, because this is going to be kind of like the laundry / mud room, because we're having like the horse stables over there, as I mentioned earlier. This is so that the guests can come and walk in here and like take their shoes off and stuff if they're wearing like riding boots. We don't want them to be tracking mud through the rest of the house. So I think that's a good idea. So we might leave this one open. And this is going to be employees only, I guess, because this is going to be the office for our house bed and breakfast owner. Okay, so now we can go upstairs, and I'm also going to be adding stair railing in here in just a second. We're also going to be having the doorways for each of our rooms and the bathrooms. So I'm just going to go around and do that, and then I'll decide on what we're going to work on next once I get that done. All of our doorways are in. So yeah, if you guys care to give me your opinion on the build, I would absolutely love to hear it. But for the stair railing, we're not going to use the cats and dogs one. I think I want to keep it very classic and simple-ish. Maybe we can use like this one or this guy. I think kind of like the look of this one. And I want to put a little chandelier here. So I'm going to go and put it like this. All right. I don't want to cut it across like that, because then the roof does that. So I'm not going to do that. Oh goodness, but if I want to delete this, I kind of have to. All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to fiddle around and fight with the roof a little bit, so let me do that really quick. There we go. All right, hopefully that fixed it, and hopefully I got the correct railing. Yes, that is the correct railing. Why don't we do a little bit more on the exterior? I think I want to pick out the railing, the wood that we're gonna use out here, because I think I want to do this shade, just because I don't know, but it's also gonna be a lot of white. I think I'm going to put this on the porch. I have to see how long this video is going to be, because I'm trying to estimate about, most of my videos have been just under an hour, but that's a lot of footage for me to get through. So I might stop this video here, and then we will continue with part 2 next time. So yeah, if you guys want to give me any like opinions on like the color of the outside and stuff, let me know. I love to hear from you guys. But thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss out on any of my future videos. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.